Welcome to Deep Space Yoga. In today's practice, we will do a gentle flow. So take your time, connect to the breath, and let's work on cultivating that patience in our practice. Go ahead and get into a seat, sit up tall, relax the hands wherever is comfortable, lengthen the spine. Take an exhale breath. Inhale through the nose, all the way up to the shoulders. Lift the shoulders on the exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Another breath in. Breathe into the belly. Roll the shoulders up as you inhale. Exhale. Roll the shoulders down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Stay tall through the spine. Start to circle out the head in any direction. So you can maintain this energetic lift up from the pelvic floor through the spine. Start to circle in the opposite direction. So the energy is lifting. The spine is long. The shoulders are rolled back. And you're refining your posture as you do these slow neck rolls. Good. Take an inhale, lift the chin, drop the head back. On the exhale, chin to the chest, round through the back. Hold here for a breath. Good. Inhale, come back to center and reach the arms up. Big breath in. On the exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, extend. Now reach through the fingers, lift. On the exhale, let's take a twist over towards the left. Bring a hand behind you, other hand to the knee. Stay tall as you inhale, and the exhale, you can deepen the twist looking over the shoulder. Take 2 to 3 more breaths here. And being patient, being slow with the breath, trying to breathe in nice and easy, filling up through the rib cage, smooth exhale, and we're breathing in and out through the nose. So maintain that breath. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. On the exhale, twist to the opposite side. Good. The inhale, we lengthen through the back of the neck. The exhale, we can twist a little deeper, looking over the shoulder. Now bring the awareness to the hips. Can you relax the hips a little bit? Start to center yourself over the body a bit more. Another breath here. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, extend, reach up. On the exhale, bring the palms together and drop them towards the center of your chest. Now push the palms firmly together. See what that does to your posture. You're nice and tall. Good. Release the arms down. Let's bring the feet about mat distance apart. We're going to start to drop the knees to the left and to the right. Now you'll see I've got my blocks here. Pro tip, if you want to start getting deeper into some of these poses, blocks can be really helpful. They can also help making some simpler poses more accessible. So we'll use them today. Good. Hands off the ground is optional. Let's pick a side, any side. Bend the knees, plant the palms, bring the torso over the inner thigh. Take an inhale, try to lengthen through the neck. On the exhale, you can come down to your forearms, deer pose. Good. So we're rotating the rib cage towards the ground, trying to get the knees to about 90 degrees. Slight engagement in the ankles. The inhale, squaring the chest towards the ground. The exhale, maybe you can lengthen through the back of the neck, through the crown of the head. Good. Let's come back to center. We'll come to the other side. Plant the palms. Square your shoulders to the ground. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale, you can come down to the forearms, deer pose. Breathe here. So maintaining length through the sides of the body, keeping that alignment through the spine, through the neck. Breathing into the body. In and out through the nose. Great job. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. Good. We'll come back to center. Come into a boat pose. Go ahead and lift the heels off the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Now you can keep the fingertips on the ground or the mat. If you want a little bit more, start to lengthen out the legs, point through the toes. Maybe you hover the hands off the ground. Good. So pulling the core in towards the spine. Last bit. You can reach the arms up, biceps by the ears. This will work the balance as well. So lifting and lengthening, pointing through the toes, reaching through the fingers, reaching that chest forward. You got it. Good. Plant the fingertips to the mat. Keep the legs long. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale, knees into the chest. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knees in. Inhale. Exhale. Take a few more on your own. Maybe you take the hands off the ground. Option to come a little bit lower. Find your depth. Now, this is a gentle class, so don't overdo it, but let's fire up the body. Good. One more. Good. Coming back up, plant the feet mat distance. Drop the knees to the left and to the right. Maintaining a gentle focus on the breathing. And then roll on over. We'll come into a tabletop position. Take your time to get there. Once you're in tabletop, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then push the tops of the feet down, push the palms down. Spread the fingers out evenly. Look over the left shoulder, let the hips sway to the right. Come back to center, take an inhale. On the exhale, look over the right shoulder, hips sway to the left. Go back and forth a few times. Inhale, cow pose, look up, lift the tailbone. Exhale, cat, chin to the chest, round through the back, push the shins down. Inhale, cow, reach the chest through the arms. Exhale, cat. Good. Take a few cycles on your own. Now, really being patient. Let the breath happen, and then the movement follows. So this is a moving meditation now. Learn to feel and sense the body a bit more, relaxing the mind deeper, finding this fluid movement. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come to a neutral position, tabletop. Let's flip the fingers back so they're facing the knees. You can do one hand at a time or both. Spread the fingers out evenly. Start to drop the hips towards the heels and then push the heel of the palm into the ground. Now remember, in this practice, you find your depth, right? We've got to really tune into the body and to the breath. Each day is going to be a little bit different. If you're doing one wrist at a time, go ahead and switch. So really tune in. What's going to be the most beneficial in this practice? Maybe, you just got to take it a little bit easier in some areas. Some areas you might be feeling good. So as long as we stay connected to the breath, we're able to be aware of how the body's feeling, of the depth we should go in the pose, how long we should stay. Child's pose, big toes together, knees out wide, drop the hips back and down, right? So although I'm giving you some direction, feel free to mix it up. Feel free to tune in to your own pace with the breath. Maybe there's a posture that you just really like and we didn't quite get there. Add it into your practice. It's okay to be a little creative, but just be fluid and in the flow with it. Intuitive. Good. Forehead to the ground, breathing into the belly, through the sides of the body, all the way up to the chest. Find length, reach through the fingers. Exhale, melt everything towards the mat. Good. Inhale. We'll come into a forearm plank, planting the forearms into the ground. Lift the knees. Good. Then push the forearms down. Now focus in on the core. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Try to lift everything up towards the ceiling. Now, can you maintain that length in the neck, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears? Try pulling the elbow tips towards your feet, and then your feet towards your elbow tips. Did everything just tighten up a bit more? I'm starting to shake a little bit. Let's come onto a side plank. Bring your right arm towards the center. Roll on to that right side. You gotta watch it around here. There's all sorts of bugs and critters and ticks and whatnot. But it's so nice being outside, breathing in the fresh air. So wherever you're at, just enjoy this moment. Although we're working and we're sweating, we can still be present. Let's go to the other side. Bring that left forearm towards the center. Just angle it in slightly and roll on to the left side. pulling the hips up. This other arm can reach up. You can reach it forward. You can relax it right here. Good. Pulling the core and rib tips in, tightening it up. Good. Back to center. Let's go ahead and lower down. Come into our Sphinx pose. Bring the feet about mat distance. Push the forearms down. Take an inhale. Reach through the chest. Exhale. Relax the lower back. Reach through the big toe. A few more breaths here. Take breaks whenever you need to. This is a gentle practice. We're really tuning into the breath, to the body. Still working, but do it in a relaxed way. Let's go ahead and come on up to a tabletop. Good. We'll make our way to downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Don't mind me as I feel some bugs and critters crawling on me. Just wipe them off. So from downward dog. Now this is where these blocks can be handy. So if you have some blocks you'd like to try, go ahead and bring these blocks underneath your palms. Feet about hip distance apart, a little bend into the knees. Then try to draw the heels towards the ground. If they touch, great. If they don't, it's all good. Try to lengthen that tailbone up and back. Push the palms down, focusing on the index finger knuckle. Breathe into the belly, through the rib cage. Smooth exhale, breathing in and out of the nose. We call that our Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale. So working to refine the poses, lengthening the inner thighs. Head rest right in between the biceps. Then let's start to walk the feet towards the hands. Take your time. We'll come into a ragdoll uttanasana. Feet about hip distance. Bend into the knees. You can grab opposite elbows and just relax the neck and the shoulders. Relax the face. We'll sway left to right. Good. Release the hands down. Now option to bring the feet together, big toes apart, touching, heels slightly apart. If you want to keep the feet mat distance or hip distance, rather hip distance, that'd be another option. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back, hands could come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, try to roll the shoulders away from the ears, neck is long. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, half lift, gently push the feet down, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Now soften the knees. Inhale, upward salute, reach the arms up. Reach, reach, reach. On the exhale, hands to the chest. Good. Find your balance with the feet. Pause here for a moment. Push the palms together. Stand tall. Let's take an exhale breath. And inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Keep the spine long. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten the back. Hands could come to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute all the way up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Good. Working with the breath, so moving meditation. Inhale, upward salute, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Keep refining the body. Engage. Inhale, upward salute. Push the feet down, reach through the fingers. Exhale, hands to the heart. Staying tall. Inhale, upward salute. Last round. Exhale, fold. Moving slow and controlled. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, reach up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Good. At the top of the mat, we'll bring the hands to the hips. Let's go ahead, step the right foot back. We'll drop the knee to the ground. You can plant the top of the foot on the ground or keep this back heel lifted. Front foot is pushing into the mat, knee over the ankle. Take an inhale breath, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, drop the hips towards the front heel. Breathe here. So on the inhale, we find this lift, this length. Exhale, we try to relax the hips down, maintaining this reach up. Breathing into the belly, through the ribs. Maybe the palms kind of touch, reaching up and back. On the next exhale, half split. Option for these blocks here, you can go ahead and flatten out, straighten out that front leg, flex the toes towards you. Some blocks just make things a little bit more accessible in times. Good. Last breath here. So always trying to lengthen the crown of the head forward, try to flatten the back. Right outer hip rotates back and down. Inhale, come back into the lunge, shorten the stance just a little bit, reach the arms up. On the exhale, elbow outside of the knee, palm on top of palm. Take a couple breaths in the twist. Good. Working the palms towards the center of the chest, gently squeezing the inner thighs together. Then find that right engagement, pushing the shin back into the ground, pushing the top foot down, finding stability through engagement. Good. Unwind. We'll go ahead and plant the palms down. We'll set up for warrior two. Back knee lifts up. Spin that back foot to 90 degrees. Front toes point forward. Then take an inhale, warrior two. Arms come out wide. Gaze over the fingertips. And now check this front knee. Can you see the big toe just on the inside of the knee? Now roll the knee out a little bit. Now start to open up the chest, open up the hips. Try to lift the inner arch of the back foot. Good. So use this inner awareness. Where are you at in space? Where do you need to make an adjustment? Is that back leg straight? Can you pull the feet together? Pull the feet apart. Maybe I need to lower this back arm a little bit, right? So using this inner awareness to refine the pose. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. On the exhale, come forward, extended side angle. Reach out long. You can rest the forearm on the thigh. Other arm can reach forward. Option to reach it straight up. Now the idea here is to keep the sides of the body long. It's a tough pose. You got to drop the hips down, bend into that front knee. You can start to rotate the rib cage up and look up. Inhale, reverse. Straighten out that front leg. Reach up and back. And on the exhale, back to warrior two. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Point the toes in this direction. Square everything off. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, interlace hands behind the back. Inhale, chest expansion. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, fold it forward. Try to maintain that bind. Reach the fist up towards the ceiling. Relax the neck. Breathe. On your next exhale, release. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Start to pull the top of the head down. Good work. Come on up. Angle the feet out to about 45 degrees. We'll come on up into our goddess pose. You can flip the palms up. Little bend into the knees. Drop the hips down. Good. Let's bring the hands on the knees. Take an inhale into the center. Exhale, dip a shoulder towards the middle, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist opposite side. Go back and forth a few times. Good. We'll bring the hands back down, parallel the feet forward. We'll go ahead and step this back foot up. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, reach up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Good. Let's go ahead and step this left foot back. We'll come into our lunge pose. Back knee comes to the ground. Find your stability. Hands could start at the hips, pushing the top of the back foot down. Front foot pushes down. So we got the stability in the lower half. Knee over the ankle. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, you can drop the hips towards that front heel. But try to maintain this length, this lift upward, right? Pulling the ribs in the core. Try to take that lower back bend out. So sometimes maybe we have to come a little bit higher. Try to push the pubic bone forward and then maintain that position as we drop the hips forward. Good. Breathe here. Maybe the palms come to touch, reaching up and back. And the exhale, half split. Straighten out the front leg. Good. And make these little adjustments, right? Sometimes you just got to walk that front foot up a little bit. That's all good. Now working the breath. Inhale, flatten the back. On the exhale, try to find more depth. Now rotating this left outer hip back and down. Good. Breathe here. Try to flex that pinky toe towards you. Last moment. I'm going to come back up, shorten the stance a little bit. Take an inhale breath, reach up. On the exhale, we'll come into the twist. Bring the elbow to the outside of the knee, palm on top of palm. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. Start to look up and back. Good. Maintaining a stable lower half. So the muscles are working. We're finding engagement here, but we're also relaxed. We're relaxing the twist, letting the breath flow. It's that balance between effort and ease. Unwind, frame the front foot with the hands. Good. We'll set ourselves up for warrior two. Back foot's going to spin to about 90 degrees. Front toes point forward. Inhale to rise up. Gaze over the fingertips. Good. Now look down. Can you see that big toe just on the inside of the knee? If not, roll the knee out. Then try to find depth, bending into the front knee. Working to get to a 90-degree bend in that front leg. Now, we don't have to. If you're up here, that's fine. But we're working to find that depth. We inhale to find length. Exhale, find depth. Open up the chest and the hips. Good. Lift the inner arch of the back foot. Push that front foot down. Right? Finding the balance, effort and ease. We got to feel the engagement, but we still got to be able to breathe, be smooth. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. On the exhale, we'll come forward into an extended side angle. Reach out long and rest the forearm on the thigh. Arm can reach straight up. It's a tough pose. You're going to feel this in the lower half. Drop the hips, bend into the front knee. Find the depth that works for you. You got it. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Inhale, reverse. Straighten out the front leg. Reach up and back. On the exhale, back to warrior two. Bring the hands to the hips. Parallel the feet so the feet are pointing all in the same direction. Let's take an inhale, arms out wide. On the exhale, eagle arms, right arm underneath the left. Now, if this doesn't quite work, you can give yourself a hug. That's fine. If you got the eagle arms, try to lift those elbows to shoulder height. Push the feet down, pull the core in, breathe in, lift and lengthen up. On the exhale, soften the knees. See if you can keep the bind as you fold forward. Good. Take a breath down here. Inhale to rise back up. Got some good. Release the eagle arms. And we'll come out wide. Arms alongside the body. Inhale, arms lift up. And the exhale, eagle arm, left arm underneath the right. Take that opposite hook. Gotta watch out for the ticks around here. They're crawling all over the place. Good, working it here. So taking the opposite eagle arms, reaching up. Good, if you're giving yourself a hug, that's fine. On your next exhale, start to fold it forward. Try to keep the bind. Take a breath. Next inhale, rise up. On the exhale, release the eagle arms, angle the feet out, 45 degrees, goddess pose. Finding a little bit more depth, and find the balance between the front and the back of the body, right in the midline. Hands on the knees. Take an inhale into the center. Exhale, dip a shoulder towards the middle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, opposite side. Go back and forth a few times. Good work. Back to center. Hands to the ground. Frame the front foot with the hands. Point the toes forward. Step that back foot up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute. Reach up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. We'll step back. Downward facing dog. And just take a couple breaths in down dog. Maintaining and refining the pose. Drawing the heels down, lengthening the inner thighs. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Good. Bring the knees to the mat. We'll come to laying on our backs. Go ahead and pull the knees into the chest, some small circles on the lower back. Just start to tune in, check into the body. How's it feeling right now? It's a bit more of an active, gentle yoga practice, not a full vinyasa flow. Happy baby, grab the outer edges of the feet. So learning too how to make these adjustments in your practice so that it works for you. We want these practices to serve us, to uplift us, to make the body feel better, clear the mind. Let's take a figure four, right leg over the left. Engage the ankles. You can reach through and grab the shin or the hamstring. Or to pull that left knee towards you as you draw the right knee away. Good. Unwind. Figure four, opposite side. And reflect on your connection to the breath throughout practice. That's all good if we lost focus on the breath or if we maintained our focus on the breath the whole time, as long as we recognize these points where we can make improvements and we can start to integrate that in. And every time we do this practice, we can get a little better. Go ahead and release, plant the feet mat distance, drop the knees to the left and to the right. And it's a way just getting ourselves better, right? There's no real goal to be more present, to be more connected to the breath and to the body. And out the legs, arms can rest alongside the body. Come into Shavasana. So take in, all the judgment out of the practice, all the reactivity, all the attachment. We just remove all of that. And we get ourselves into a very still, calm, peaceful state. And in this state, the body can restore itself. Deep states of relaxation. Close the eyes and bring the energy of the eyes to the back of the brain. Tune in to the different sensations in the body. Observing your state of mind. And recognizing those points in between thoughts, those very still, open spaces, and not wanting to fill that space with anything. Keep that space open. If you'd like to stay here in meditation, feel free to. If you're ready to move on with your day or to deepen the breath, bring some movement into the hands and feet, maybe rocking the head to the left and to the right. Pull the knees into the chest or take a good morning stretch, reaching the arms up. You can roll off onto your side and push yourself up into a seat. Sitting up tall. Take an exhale breath. And we'll inhale through the nose into the belly all the way up to the chest. And a smooth open mouth exhale.